it's my honor to present Michael Grimm.
Thank you very, very much. First of all, I cannot tell you how humbling, how inspiring to have a man that I look up to, who sets the bar for leadership. Mayor Giuliani, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you for putting this together. I couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. And most of all, to all of you here tonight, thank you. Look at this crowd. Is this a beautiful crowd? You're wonderful. You're wonderful. Thank you very much. For those of you that I see many new faces tonight, and that is just outstanding. For all those new faces who haven't had the opportunity, I didn't get a chance to meet with you, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Michael Grimm and why I'm running for Congress. I come from a humble background. My father worked 2, often 3 jobs to put my sister and I through school. My mother worked relentlessly to take care of the family and provide for us. They taught me things like respect, a sense of duty, a strong work ethic. And it wasn't until I was 19 years old that I realized how profound the impact was that my parents had on me. I left college when everyone said I was crazy, and I enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. And within 1 year, I found myself on the battlefield in Kuwait. I didn't hesitate like our president does sometimes. I volunteered for one of the most dangerous missions that I went on. I was recognized for valor, and I was, by the grace of God, sent home in one piece. I went right back to school to study accounting and finance. Coming from that humble background, I had to go to work. And I was honored with an opportunity to work the midnight shift, midnight to 8 in the morning, for the FBI here in New York as a clerk. I did that for 2 years, until I was recruited to go to Wall Street. I worked as a research analyst, and then I was licensed to trade small cap equities. And after 2 years, I was honored yet again. I was afforded the opportunity to serve my country as a special agent of the FBI. And I did that very proudly for over 11 years. During that time, I went back to school and put myself through law school at night. I worked 5.5 years deep undercover all over the country. In fact, I have to recognize former Special Agent Jack Falcone is here tonight. He's one of the most accomplished undercovers in the history of the FBI. In 2006, I expanded my horizons and became a small business owner. I have to tell you something. I know there's a lot of business people in this room tonight. I've walked through minefields in the battlefield. I went deep undercover for years. Arguably, the most difficult thing I have ever done is start, own, and operate a business here in New York City. So I take my hat off to all of your business owners. It is a very, very big responsibility to sign the front of a check and know that people rely on that job to support their families is an incredible responsibility. And in the last year, I've seen, as the mayor so eloquently stated, our country start to change. The fundamental core values that I was raised with, the conservative values that my family instilled in me, the very values that make our country great, that inspired me to go and fight in the Marines, to serve in the FBI. Those core values are being undermined, they're being jeopardized. And for the same exact reason that I enlisted in the Marine Corps, for the same reason I joined the FBI, I'm running for Congress. I love this country. Without any hesitation, I'm so proud to say I'm American. And that's why it's so important to me to step up and serve yet again. Now, we have many challenges. There's no doubt. We have difficulties ahead of us. But let me say this. I have never been more inspired in my entire life. Democracy, and let's be very clear, Democracy is not what you see on Capitol Hill in Washington. That is not democracy. Democracy is what you see in this room right now. You are democracy. All the people with the tea parties, that's democracy. People like you and I, regular citizens, average people, have had enough. They are getting together in pubs, in restaurants, in rooms like this, and they're supporting candidates like me. The best is yet to come, but we have serious challenges that we must overcome. With your help, I will do exactly that. I will go to Washington to do what I did in the Marines and the FBI, to fight for what I believe in. I don't believe that the people in Washington were elected to ram legislation down our throat, to circumvent the normal course of our legal system with trickery, deceit, and bribery. I stood against that as an FBI agent. I'll stand against it as your congressman. I believe, like the mayor said, that our economy is crucial, not only to our prosperity, because what is the United States after all? It's a group of like-minded people that want to give their children and their grandchildren more than they have. That's what this country is about. That's what makes us the greatest nation in the world. How did we get there? We got there through the entrepreneurial spirit, through the hard work of people just like you in this room. A relentless work ethic and a desire to give our children more than we have. It's actually pretty simple, but it's a beautiful thing. That's what makes America great, and that's what will keep America moving in the right direction. Government will not get us out of the recession. Government will not get us out of hard economic times. Business persons, men and women that are willing to take the risk and have an entrepreneurial spirit, that are great, make this country great, is exactly what will get our country moving in the right direction. We also face major problems, hurdles that we can overcome. Immigration reform. It's broken. The immigration system is broken. Everyone talks about the illegal immigration, and there's no question. That is something we need to address. But I know people that have come to this country to work hard, and they came legally. They have their TIN numbers. They pay their taxes. They invest in our country and they raise their families. And 10 years later, they still cannot get their green cards. It's unacceptable. It's broken. And I pledge right now to fix it. Our national security is of the utmost importance. Without that, as prosperous as we are, we have nothing. If we can't keep our children safe, then what are we working for? Right now, global terrorism in Iran is without a doubt our largest hurdle to overcome. And let me say it very clearly. Let me state without any trepidation, the United States of America must stand with our ally, with our sister, the sovereign Jewish state of Israel. Through strength, together, America and Israel together standing strong, that we will overcome our enemies. Now, I took an oath when I was 19 years old. I took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to bear true faith and allegiance to the same. 21 years have passed since I've taken that oath. But let me tell you tonight, there is no expiration date on that oath. And with your help, you send me to Washington.